guy. I am so happy I moved out of New York. I cannot begin to tell you this guy, and what did he get, 73% of the vote or something? Yeah, you can predict what's going to happen in New York. You can literally predict it. This guy is he's going to go after the rich like they've never been gone after before. That's going to be the sole focus of what he does. They're not paying their fair share. They're going to be paying taxes they don't know they have. They're going to be giving up money that they didn't know they had hidden away. This guy is going to take everything he can from them. I am so. You know, I've toyed with the idea of going back to work just for a day or something, just to say hi to the staff. No way. I may never even land in New York, and then the whole state. I may never get close to it. I am not kidding. Well, flybys, you have to. If you land at Teterboro, you have to fly by New York. But who, de Blasio did? Worked for General Dinkins? Not surprised. And they're talking about this guy being the first Democrat to win since what do you mean the first Democrat? What do you think Bloomberg was? He's been a liberal Democrat from the get-go. He just called himself a Republican so he wouldn't have to be in a crowded primary. And so he could trade on Rudy's coattails. Man, but this de Blasio guy, there's no disguise. This guy's not wearing camouflage. He's not trying to make anybody think that he isn't what he is. It's victory for progressives. I mean, this guy is he is up front, no hiding, no camouflage, no mask. He's a Sandinista. He's a communist. I'm telling you, he's a communist. Let's just get right down to it. That's what he is. He's a communist. Everything's the collective. Let's just be honest about what this guy is. There's no two ways about it, and 60% of the vote went for him, and they know it. How long? Well, yeah, because he's going to get rid of stop and frisk, right? So the question is, crime rate, how far? Well, they won't call it crime. They'll call it socioeconomic circumstances leveling things out. He's not going to call it crime. When the poor starts committing crime against the rich, steal money, it's going to be applauded. It ain't going to be crime. They'll say the crime rate's going down. This is just people getting even for a lifetime worth of discrimination. This is called redistribution of wealth. And he's going to say he applauds it. He didn't have to do it. No middleman. The poor wants their money. Just go steal it. Cool. And if they don't, he'll do it for them. I exaggerate a bit, but in 1983, when he was still at NYU, de Blasio toured parts of the communist Soviet Union and at one time served as an organizer with the anti-nuclear, anti-American organization called Physicians for Social Responsibility. He was hired to work as a political organizer by a Maryland-based Catholic social justice organization that was Marxist. And in 1988, he was an ardent supporter of the Marxist Sandinistas in Nicaragua. And he joined a number of his Maryland-based Catholic social justice organization colleagues in a 10-day trip to Nicaragua to help distribute food and medicine. No wonder Obama called him. Obama, this is probably the biggest. Obama's the chump. I had to support this chump McAuliffe, but this de Blasio, now there's my guy. There's my guy. And then when he got home, when de Blasio got home from Nicaragua, he joined the Nicaragua Solidarity Network of Greater New York, which was an organization that held meetings and fundraisers on behalf of the Sandinista communists. He subscribed to the Sandinista Party newspaper, Barricada. And he speaks admirably of the Sandinistas to this day. He's a communist. I interviewed David Horowitz yesterday. He's got a new book out, Black Book of the Left. And he said, look, it's time. We've got to stop this. They're not liberals. They're not progressive. They're communists. They're bigots. They're racists. They're sexists. It's their religion. They don't care. We've got to take the gloves off on it. You're going to love this interview with Horowitz in the Limbaugh letter, which if now digitized, you can get it from the App Store. Just search Limbaugh letter on your iPhone or your iPad. This interview is, I couldn't shut him up, which is actually the greatest kind of interview. I didn't have to say a thing. I didn't have to carry him. I didn't have to, a couple of questions, and that was it. And I sat here and smoked a cigar and said, this is my favorite kind of interview. He was just off and running. David Horowitz.